This is the Insta360 MIC AIR, and this guy is the Insta360 X4. Now, the X4's been out for quite some time, but they just had an update in the last few months to work with this little guy. Now, we're going to test it out here today, but before we do that, this is not a sponsored video. These are all my own thoughts. I bought this with my own money, and we're just going to try it out today, see how it compares to the onboard microphones on here. And it's a very windy day here, so I'm going to have the wind muff on this as well and test it without it, see how we go. And yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so now I am using the Insta360 X4 in single lens mode in 4K 60 frames and using the MIC AIR hooked up to it. So this is what the audio sounds like. I've left the gain settings on the camera at 0. Before, when I was doing the intro, I was using an iPhone 16 Pro Max with the Insta360 Flow Pro and Rode wireless microphone on that one. That was, you're hearing the audio from that. So if you want to test out the audio from this compared to the Rode on my phone, you can go back to the intro and have a listen. But this is setting on normal settings with the wind muff on, and it's quite windy here. You can probably see the camera shaking around just a little bit. There's a few options on here to have audio isolation controlled on here as well. So I might do that next and with the wind muff on and see how we go. Okay, so I've put noise reduction settings on. You can do that two ways, by the way. You can double click on the power button and it'll give you like a green light to tell you that it's in noise reduction. When you've just got it on normal mode, it's in a blue light, I believe. But you can also do it through the camera, which is the way I did it, because I couldn't remember the indication of the lights. But now this is noise reduction on with the wind muff. I want to know if that's even clearer without it or not. Again, it's still pretty windy, so it's going to be interesting to see what it's going to be like when I don't have the wind muff on and the wind just died off. So now let's give that a go. All right, so now we're back to normal mode with the wind muff off, and now the wind has picked up quite a lot right now, so it's going to be interesting to see what the two versions are like with the wind muff on, wind muff off, and the noise reduction. It's going to be pretty good. We're also doing a little bit of a range test as well, which to me, a range test isn't really practical because you're not going to be like meters and meters and meters and meters and hundreds of meters away just to do a recording. And even if I did that, I'd be afraid that someone's going to pinch my camera. But all right, let's put the noise reduction on. Okay, so now I've switched on the noise reduction. It's still quite windy. Let me know what you think. So this will be the final test for audio recording with the MIC AIR. So what we've done is normal mode with wind muff on, noise reduction with wind muff on, normal mode with wind muff off, and now wind muff off with noise reduction. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and see what you think about the Rode Air with the iPhone. See what you think with comparisons between the two different cameras and the quality of audio. All right, so now we're back onto normal mode with the wind muff on. It's quite windy. I'm going to do a walk away and just do a little bit of a range test. Like I said, I think a range tests are kind of useless because you're not going to be so far away from your camera that this isn't even necessary. And even if I did need to be that far away, I'll be so worried that someone's going to come along and pinch the camera while I'm way over there trying to talk to you guys. But yeah, so I kind of think range tests are useless, but we'll just quickly do one anyway. All right. So it's still quite windy. Hopefully you can still hear me. I do know the Bluetooth does cut out quite easily when you get too far away from seeing other people's range tests. So really, if I was ever going to film anything that's far away, it's probably be this far away at max, which is probably about 8-9 meters really. I don't see it's necessary to keep going. So even if it, like, yeah, if I was traveling, I probably wouldn't really be this, like any more than this far away from my camera, because I'm just scared someone's gonna like come and pinch it. So really, range test is kind of useless. And when I'm vlogging, I'm gonna be like kind of probably this close anyway when I'm vlogging. And when I'm doing major aerial shots, I'll probably use a drone and use my Rode microphone to record actually on the device itself and then put it together. Now let's test out the onboard microphone with the Insta360 X4. So this is just in stereo mode, good for vlogging, things like that. It's still quite windy. Let me know if you can hear the wind through this. This camera has quite a few microphones all around it, and I'm using single lens at the moment, not 360, just for this test. I will put it in wind noise reduction after this one, and see if there's any difference. So let me put the camera down and we'll give that one a go. Okay, so now this is in active wind noise reduction. I've never really played around with this much, because normally when I'm vlogging or traveling, I'm pretty close to the camera like this, talking. I'm just going to step back a little bit, see how we go. Is the wind going to be overpowering my speech, or can you hear it clearly? I'm kind of talking a little bit louder now because I'm further away. I forgot that I didn't have a microphone on. But yeah, let me know what you think about that one. I'll quickly do another one in normal mode, just further away, just to give a test of that a little bit. So now we're back in stereo, which is meant to be good for vlogging, as it says in the settings. I'm just going to go back a little bit. Oh, well, the wind just dropped off, but I'll just go back a little bit anyway, just to give you a bit of a test comparison to the last one just there. I'm talking a little bit louder again. There's a plane going by right now. I don't know if you can hear that. So the wind's just picked up again. So let me know if you can, if it's quite distracting compared to the noise reduction. And now it's really windy right now. This is going to be the last test. So there's one more setting within the X4, which is auto wind reduction compared to active wind reduction. So it's on auto right now. Again, it's still quite windy. I'm just going to step back a little bit, talk a little bit louder, hopefully further away. I'm not quite sure how well the auto works compared to active. I'm assuming if you've got a little bit of wind happening, auto could be pretty fine, but if it's going to be like, I guess, when it's just fully gusting or on a boat, it's like you want active to make it actually work for you. But from my understanding, active always sounds tinny. But I guess I'll find out when I get back to the computer and have a look. Alright, so now we just jumped into the future. So with everything that you've just seen, that was yesterday. I've gone home last night and this morning to look over the footage, to have a listen of the test results myself. And now I've come back down to the beach, not far from where I live, to give my final thoughts on the Insta360 MIC AIR and using it with the X4. But before I go through what I thought about the actual product itself, I ordered it, I think I ordered it through Amazon, I believe. Yeah, through Amazon. I got the full kit with it, instead of just the mic. You can buy the MIC AIR by itself, or you can buy it with the extra accessory to hook it up to your phone, and you can record with your phone as well. So it comes in this little cool pouch, which is pretty cool. I wasn't expecting this to be with it, so it's really cool that it comes in this, to keep it all neat and tidy. Hopefully open it the right way. Oh no, I'm not. Cool. Cool. So it comes with a few things in here, which is pretty cool. So obviously you've got, is that going to focus? There we go. You've got the MIC AIR itself, and then you've also got the receiver for your phone, so you can hook it up to your phone as well, which is that there. Hope it's focusing okay. I'm just using my iPhone for this. And then you've also got a little magnet that you can stick on, so you put that on the back of your shirt, and then that on the front, so it connects to your t-shirt, just like, oh, there we go, it's already snapped on. So you got you just snap it on like that, and there you go. So that's a pretty cool accessory to have for when you're out and about and you don't want to have it like hooked on like this microphone, or you can hide it somewhere else. Since it's magnetic, you can put it anywhere. You also get, where are we? So you obviously got the wind muff ring. You got a little necklace too with a magnet on it, so you can have it around your neck that way if you don't want to hook it onto your t-shirt or anything like that. So yeah, there's some pretty cool accessories that come with it. And then another one that's like a hook. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, my thoughts on the actual audio quality. I think it's really good for the price that it's set at, which is like, for in Australian dollars, for the whole pack. So you get like everything's just in there. Oh, focus for you. There we go. Everything's just in that little bit there, and then you've got everything in there. So I paid through Amazon because it was on sale. I think it was like $109, or I think. And you can just get the mic Air by itself for I think about $80 or $89. So yeah, it's, for the price, it's actually really, really good. So yeah, the first test with the wind muff on, you can still hear the wind on it when it's just on normal mode with that on. You can still hear the wind, but the voice was still very, very clear, I thought. So without wind, or with just a little bit of wind, it does block it quite a lot. I may not have had it on correctly because I kept the wind, the fairy bit kept falling off, and I was trying to put it back on, and I might not have had it on correctly. But from the test that I had, it was done really. It was really good. And then when I did the active noise cancellation on it, or noise reduction, with the wind muff on, that was probably the best one. My voice was crystal clear. You could hear everything I was saying, and yeah, so that's probably the way I probably always would use it, especially when I'm outdoors. Obviously, it's even windy today where I am. You can probably see the trees in the background blowing around. So yeah, that's probably the way I do it. Obviously, when I did the other two with the wind muff off and no noise reduction, you could definitely hear the wind. So it wasn't ideal for that. And even with noise cancellation or noise reduction on, I think it was better with the wind muff on. So that's probably the way to go, I reckon. So yeah, and even walking away from the camera, it sounded great, really great, and especially for the price you pay. So I think Insta360 has done a really good job with this mic Air. I haven't really used it with the phone yet, because if I was, I'll be doing what I'm doing now. It's really for my purpose my purpose is using it with the X4. I can have it on me, and if it is, say, raining or something, I can still have the microphone underneath my shirt and not get wet, and the camera is still waterproof, where if I was using the Rode wireless, the camera isn't waterproof anymore, because you've got to take the charging cap off the camera to connect the mic adapter. So there's a few more accessories that you've got to stick on to do that. And then the camera is not waterproof anymore. So that's pretty the main reason why I bought the mic Air. So I can, if I'm on a boat and stuff, I can still use it. The camera can get wet, I don't care. So yeah, so there are my thoughts. I do recommend it. I think it's a really great product. I'd be interested to see what they do if they do a mic Air 2. What other innovations can they put into it? I already thought the noise reduction on it was pretty good. But I guess they can always make things better, I guess. So I look forward to what they come up with. So thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll put everything in the description, what I'm using below. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you around.